The substrate bonds with an enzyme active site, and an enzyme substrate complex is formed. The substrate is transformed into one or more products, which are then released from the active site. Both a competitive inhibitor and a substrate approach an enzyme's active site. The competitive inhibitor reaches the site first, which prevents the substrate from attaching, thus preventing the formation of an enzyme-substrate complex. This time, a non-competitive inhibitor approaches the open binding site of the enzyme before the substrate reaches the active site, causing the enzyme to change shape and therefore prevent the substrate from binding with the active site. The substrate attempts to attach to the enzyme. However, when heat above 44 degrees Celsius is added, the enzyme changes shape, preventing the substrate to not bind with the enzyme. The regulatory molecule binds to the regulatory site of an enzyme. This will either cause the active site to change shape and prevent binding of a substrate, or it will cause the active site to activate and allow a substrate to bind. A substrate approaches the active site of an enzyme. This enzyme binds to the active site and is transformed into one or more products. However, when these products are released, the shape of the enzyme changes, thus preventing another substrate from binding to that active site.